Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I asked on my Instagram what you guys would want to see next on my YouTube, whether you would want a kind of like baby toy video or whether you'd want a wellness routine, and the majority of you said wellness. So I will be doing a toy, favourite toy video, I think I said I would do on my next video, or very soon anyway. But for today I'm going to talk about wellness and mental health and what I'm doing to keep mine in check. So if you like this type of thing, then keep watching. So with the kind of year we've had, also, can I just say, excuse what I look like. It was either do it like this or not have a video, so excuse this, it's been a long day. Type of year that we have had, I think everybody's mental health has taken some sort of hit. Some obviously more than others, but I think we've all been affected. And I think as human beings, we are very bad at looking after our mental health. Like, we'll take ourselves to the doctors for other things. Like, this is obviously like generalization. Some people are great, obviously, but I think as a majority then we'll take a car for an MOT, we'll take the dog to the vet, we'll go to the doctors for something else. But when it comes to mental health, I think we're all very, very bad at talking about it, and I think we're very bad at looking after ourselves as well. We always come last on the list, don't we? When it came to January this year, I was like, right, I'm clamping down on this. I want to make sure that I'm really looking after it, and I wanted to get kind of routine in place to keep myself in check every single day and make sure I was doing what I needed to do to feel tip top, basically, in the current climate, so I can deal with anything that gets thrown at me and really take control of it, rather than kind of like blaming how I was feeling on the circumstances. You know, every conversation, and I mean, of course, I understand why, but every conversation you have with people at the moment is, how are you doing? Oh, you know, fine in the circumstances, can't go out anywhere, can't do anything, can we? And everybody's feeling that negativity, and I think, like, you know, we need to kind of switch. We're dealing with it, and it is what it is, and we've just kind of got to just do what we can with what we've got. I mean, I know sometimes it's easier said than done, but we can at least try. So the first thing that I'm doing, which seems so simple, monitor it, because I've been terrible with it in the past, is drinking water. My husband picked up like an ice pack, basically, for lemon wedges. That's really difficult for me to try to describe, but it's really made a difference. When I don't drink water, I notice it. I feel lethargic, I just don't feel very energized and things. I've been making sure that I've been keeping on top of my water check every single day, make sure I'm getting as many as I can as possible. I find, because I drink a lot of coffee, I often don't realise I'm thirsty, because I'll kind of quench my thirst with coffee as the day goes by, and then it gets to the end of the day and I'm like, oh my god, I haven't drunk any water today at all. So that is something that's really helping, monitoring it, making sure that I am getting that water in, and yeah, I feel much better for it. The thing I want to talk about is yoga. Now, yoga's always been a massive part of my life. I've always absolutely loved it, and if I could pick an exercise type that I love the most, it would be yoga. The reason that I have always shunned it a little bit is because I've always felt, which is ridiculous now, I can see that, but I've always felt that if I wanted to do yoga, I had to do something else as an addition, because yoga to me was not enough physically, which is crazy. Like, yoga has so many physical benefits as well as mental benefits. It sculpts me like no other exercise does, apart from like Pilates and bar work. And I just love it. I've tried to stop that kind of mentality, and I've just kind of embraced it, and I'm loving it. I'm going to show you quickly here the program that I'm using. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys the app I'm using. This is Beachbody On Demand. The way I get it on my TV is I've got a Fire Stick in there. I used to have it in my old house on a Google Chromecast, is it called? But basically, it's like, I've got all these kind of different programs. So if I just go into fitness, so these programs, they've got like some and relax meditation, stretching, and then they've got like a little bit more intense, like Transform 20. I've done that one, that's very intense. And they've all sorts. They've got weightlifting programs. Yeah, they've got everything, cardio, anything you think of, they've got. So at the minute, I pay for this. This is £80 a year, I think it is. I had it last year as well. And at the minute, I've gone back to doing, where have you gone? Let me go back to home.
and the yoga retreat, which is here. So I'm on only like day, I don't do it every day. Excuse me. I did these 4 last week, so I'm on Flow on the Go today, which is 20 minutes. So I just love it. I love the fact that it's on my screen. I don't need any equipment for this particular program. I love yoga, so I'm one of my resolutions this year was getting back into it. So yeah, that is one thing I'm doing at the moment, and I'm loving.
I've been doing from home. I'm feeling a difference. I'm feeling energized. I've actually cut out meditation. When I started this kind of routine in January, I was trying to meditate every day. I love meditation. I think it's got a huge benefit in itself. But I do find that maybe I'll pick it up again one day. But at the moment, yoga's enough. It gives me that time to kind of like get away from the world and just be with my own, just be present and kind of like avoid and ignore my thoughts for a moment. And that is what I wanted out of meditation. Yoga's given me that. So I've stopped that for the moment, but I do like to set the scene when I'm doing yoga. I like to dim the lights. I like to make sure the space is nice. So yeah, I suppose it is a little meditation practice for me as well. So yeah, I'm loving yoga at the moment, and it's become, I wouldn't say every day, but at least 4 to 5 times a week I'm doing it, and it's really made a difference. Most of these little things that I do are usually in the evening when the kids go to bed, because that's my time, obviously. That's the time I get. Any parent will know what it's like. So I also like to run myself a bath, use nice bath oils, my favourite bubble bath, and I like to read. Now, I read a lot of like self-help books, like Law of Attraction, not self-help, but you know what I mean. I read a lot into that, which I'll show you in a moment. So I also like to have on the go just a novel, just something that I can just totally be to use basically as an escapism, something that's nothing to do with my life, something that's not gonna, I don't have to think about afterwards. I can just enjoy in the moment. And the one I'm reading at the moment is called The Break, and I'm really enjoying it. And I've been taking that into the bath. If I don't take a book or something into the bath, I will go on my phone, as bad as it is. So I try and avoid that by taking a book in, and I'm really enjoying it. It's my time on my own every single day. And yeah, I just feel relaxed after it. I feel like I've switched off. And I think once I get hooked on a book, that's it. That's me done. And I'm enjoying it. So yeah, that's the one I'm reading is The Break by Marianne Keys. I don't know, but it's fabulous reading. Next thing I wanted to talk about was my planner. Now I mentioned this in a previous video. This is a Clever Fox planner. Let me just move my water away. It's quite big. I didn't realise the size of it when I bought it, but it's fine now because of the way I've been using it. I want to show you like my information in there. I will do it at some point, but the reason I like this planner so much for my mental health, my wellness, and just health in general is because it's got, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got like a habit and skills section, and I like to put in here things like drinking water, doing my yoga, reading my Law of Attraction, manifesting. I'll talk about that in a minute, but anything I'm doing to try and keep myself in check, I keep in my planner. So that's one way I love to use it, and it's really made a difference to me and my well-being basically, because I also have a vision board in here that I did at the start. It's got all my goals in that I want to achieve. I do use it as like a normal planner and write all my appointments in it and things, but I also use it as kind of like a journal. I have got a separate journal which I will talk about, but I use it kind of like a brain dump, and I just shove everything in here, how I'm feeling. And I use it throughout the day, and I also use it on an evening and in the morning. So it's just something that I go into regularly and I'm enjoying. And I've always had a planner of some sort of a diary every single year, but I've never used it in this way, like every day, all day. Like it's somewhere that I can have as like just to empty my thoughts and then deal with the ones that are important and kind of then realise the ones that aren't. So yeah, really enjoying using this. This is the Clever Fox planner. And the last thing I want to talk about is Law of Attraction. I have to talk about it. I've mentioned it, I think, in every video. I'm like, I'm going to talk about it, and I never have. Right, so it's based on a theory that there's an unwritten rule of the universe that whatever we are thinking, we are feeling, whatever we're feeling, we attract. And like attracts like. So what I mean by that is if I'm thinking all the time negative thoughts, I'm thinking, oh, I've got no money, or I'm ugly, or I hate this person, and this person's got this, and I haven't got this, then all I'm doing, all the universe is doing is delivering me more negativity, basically. I'm attracting more negativity to my life. But if I'm thinking, I know I'm grateful for this, I have this, how lucky am I to have this, I love this part of me, I love that, then I'm being grateful for what I have, and by being grateful for what I have, I'm having positive thoughts and positive feelings, and therefore I am attracting more positivity into my life. It's a theory that every single thing that we have in our life we've attracted to us, and anything we want we can attract to us, all by what we're thinking. It's the power of the mind. Now I'm not explaining it great, so it's definitely worth looking at, and I would recommend you firstly read The Secret. Just looks into kind of like the history behind it and what we need to do to achieve it, basically. So this is The Secret, which I would recommend. But for my well-being routine at the moment, I'm reading The Magic. Now, The Magic is a follow-on, I would say, from The Secret, because it's more of like a workbook. So it gives you something every single day to do. It's not for the faint-hearted. It can take, I would say, up to an hour of your time every single day. So you have to be devoted to it. You have to have discipline. But oh my God, it will change your life. Like, I'm not even kidding you. I'm on day 20 and the changes I've seen already are crazy. I think I will do a separate video, I say this every time, but actually with specific examples of what have happened to me since I've even looked into the law of attraction. But yeah, I just love it. So this is something that I'm doing on a daily basis. It works better for me when I do it in the morning, but I have to do it in the evening at the moment because of my routine, basically. So one of the things in here that you have to do on a daily basis is write 10 things you're grateful for. The law of attraction is all about the only way you can manifest things into your life is by being grateful for what you have already, thinking positive for what you have already. That's kind of like the first step. So to be able to write down what I'm grateful for, I was using my Clever Fox planner, but now I've moved on to like a journal. Basically it's just a notepad, and I write in here every day what I'm grateful for and the reasons why, 10 reasons. And I also use this as like a brain dump, and this has been great for me to kind of just like, again, I'm really enjoying writing, really enjoying just getting things out and not kind of having it all bungled up in my head. So yeah. Another thing I'm doing, a couple of other things, is Spotify. I've had Spotify for years and years and years, but it's something, music is something I go back to when I need that just like mental escape. It's not often that I get to listen to the music I want to listen to because I've usually got 2 little toddlers in tow. But when I'm in the car on rare occasions, I'm on my own, I like to listen to playlists that make me feel good. I download playlists onto my Spotify that are like relevant to me, or I know just make me feel good. They could be like the worst songs in the world, but they just are nostalgic or just have some sort of feel good factor for me. That's something I definitely always go back to. And also on Spotify, I listen to podcasts. My absolute favourite for wellbeing mental health is Law of Attraction, Change My Life by Francesca Amber. If you want to look into the Law of Attraction, we don't necessarily want to read the books. There is a film as well, but I don't like the film. I just think I just think it's quite old-fashioned, and it's very like, I just don't think it's relevant. It doesn't feel relevant when you're watching it. But if you want to kind of look more into it, Francesca Amber, Law of Attraction, Changed My Life is a podcast, and she explains it in way more detail. So they are the things that I've been doing at the moment to kind of keep myself in check, make sure I am mentally in a good place and they are helping. I think it's all about balance. We could write a massive list of things that we're going to do every day, but realistically, have we got the time? We've still got to kind of keep our lives taken over and doing everything else that life demands of us. So that's what I'm fitting in, and it's really, really helping. So I hope this video helped you. Please let me know if you've got anything that you have used that you think I like, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.